Hi, welcome to day 2. Congratulations, you've finished day 1 and hopefully you've managed to complete your one task, which was, of course, doing a space clearing. Now, was it a shelf? Was it a cupboard? Was it a table, a desk, dashboard, or another whole bedroom, bathroom, whatever? So, today, my suggestion to you is we take a closer look at what is going on in your pantry. Now, I've looked at a lot of people's pantries over the years, and whether it's family, friends, clients, I used to go, when I had clients who were very, very sick, I used to go into their pantries and throw out anything that I considered wasn't healthy for them. You will be amazed at what is in what we call food. I personally make it a rule of thumb. Now this is everyday use. It's not sort of like high days and holidays and special occasions and things like that, because we all have to make exceptions to the rules, but we're actually working on a program to get you and your family healthier, or more clarity, more balance in your life. And so we're talking about balance here. So I would suggest you go through, again, like you have with the cupboards, is maybe one shelf of your pantry and have a good look at the tins, at the packets in there. Now, if you're anything like me, I have 6 shelves in my pantry. Why not start today with one of your shelves? You might have 10 shelves, or you might have 4, or whatever. So just divide it up into 8 or 9 segments, and just take one segment and go through and read the back of the packets. Now you might say to me, Karen, well, what on earth do I do with reading them? And so as a general rule, I would certainly suggest is have a look at what the ingredients are. So, I mean, if it's real food, it'll tell you. So basically it'll have wheat, it'll have oil. Being careful of certain oils, of course. I would certainly recommend anything that has canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil in a processed food, to eliminate it. There's certain numbers that I'm going to write down in the blurb of this, documents and things, is we're going to have a list of numbers that you need to avoid. For example, E220 is sulfur dioxide. It's preservative and toxic. There's other things like hydrolyzed vegetable protein that I would highly recommend that you avoid. We're all told about MSG and how people are trying to avoid MSG, and a lot of the packets of sauces and things say no added MSG, but when you read between the lines, they have hydrolyzed vegetable protein, which is just another word for it really, so it's in another guise. So basically having a look for those sorts of labels. If there's a lot of numbers, then it's a good idea to look them up. There's a brilliant book called The Chemical Maze, and it's a little tiny red book that you can have a look very quickly through and see what that chemical actually is. Yes, there's some good ones, but there's a lot of very bad ones. If in doubt, choose to not have numbers. Now we're talking about foods here, so we're looking at the numbers that pertain to foods and beverages and that sort of thing. And so what I would suggest is, if you're not sure about something, you can contact me and I can look it up for you, or you can have a look online and just have a look, and you'll be surprised at what they allow in our so-called food. My rule of thumb, just because I'm a bit pedantic, and it served me and my family in very good stead, is we just have real food. Now, I'm not saying I don't have tins and I don't have packets, but we have tins of food which contain only either, for example, fish, it's either in brine or it's in olive oil. And making sure that those fish don't come in aluminium cans. So for example, like sardines and anchovies, they come in aluminium and they cook those in aluminium, and so you don't really want that. So today it's quite a big job really, so that just put it into bite-sized portions where you do that, and really have a good look at what you're putting into this wonderful, amazing body of yours. You'll be amazed. You will, I promise you, you will be amazed at what's in your food. I was blown away when I read the ingredients of, for example, a packet of crisps. Would you believe most of the flavoured ones have MSG in them? They have a preservative, an antioxidant called 219, which is actually toxic to the human body. And the myriad of other ingredients goes on and on. But I'm not getting too pedantic about it, but I would suggest is getting rid of most of the things that you don't know is food. The best thing, of course, is to have purely fresh vegetables that you get from your vegetable shop, vegetable department in the supermarket, that you go to the butchers to get your meat and that sort of thing. But it's not we're not living in an ideal world, so we need to sort of like have stop gaps and things like that. So the other thing is to look at is your tin. If you have tinned vegetables, wouldn't recommend it if you can avoid it, but make sure they don't have any anti-caking, oxidant ingredients. And I mean, there's so many things we can go into, but let's just keep it simple. Let's avoid the E numbers as much as we possibly can. If you're not sure what those E numbers are, get an app on your phone or get the little book, The Chemical Maze, and really take control about what's going in here. The controllables, and not worry too much about the uncontrollables. And enjoy the process. And if there's a lot of food in there, I'm not saying to throw it away. What I'm saying is use it with awareness, and then the next time you purchase, try and find something that's similar on the marketplace that can take its place, that has less ingredients in it. That way you'll feel so much better over a short period of time, and your family will too. And it's just about education after all. Okay, so that's that little snippet for today, and I'm going to go into a wonderful spice called ginger, and we're going to do it in another video. Okay, so I'll see you in that one. Bye.